Voice actors from Crash Bandicoot seem to be teasing a project that they are working on. Let's talk about it.
No!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy A here. So we know that Crash Bandicoot will likely be coming in 2020, but as we get closer to that time, more and more holes are starting to open to show what could be in store. One of those holes comes from Coco Bandicoot and Cortex. I mean, not the actual characters, but their voice actors. Debbie Derryberry, the voice actress of not just Coco, but you know, half the female Crash Bandicoot cast in CTR, had made a post on Instagram of her with a specific co-worker, Lex Lang. Lex Lang also has a massive role to play in the Crash Bandicoot world. You may know him as the evil mastermind, Dr. Cortex. Here is what the post says. Coco and Dr. Neo Cortex meeting outside the game. Always a good time goofing around with my Lex. Now here's the thing too. There's a whole bunch of hashtags below that indicate and referring to Crash Bandicoot. Here is the video that they took together.
Ah, Dairy Berries. It's me, Coco Bandicoot. Look who I brought.
Yes, Cortex here. Don't mess with us.
Don't mess with him or my brother Crash.
Go get crystals.
So as we can see, they're hanging out, they're chilling, everything is great, right? Sure, of course it is. But I feel like there's more to it than just a regular hangout session. See, I think that they are hanging out because they are currently doing recording for the next Crash game. But I wanted to make sure that I was right before I jump to any conclusions. First things first, has Debbie Derryberry and Lex Lang ever worked together on any other game, movie, animation, show, or media in general? And luckily for us, there is a perfect website to check that. Over on Behind the Voice Actors, we can compare two voice actors and see which projects that they have worked on together. Lex Lang and Debbie Derryberry have worked on 9 projects together. 2006's Curious George, 2009's Curious George Christmas Special, and the other 7 were all Crash Bandicoot projects, starting from Twinsanity and leading all the way through Crash's history, even into Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Both Lex and Debbie have worked together. So, suffice to say, I don't think they're going to be making a new Curious George anytime soon. So, then I decided to look at the dates. When was this video posted? Well, Debbie's video was posted on February 21st, 2020. But what does the date have to do with anything? Simple. It's context for another image, except this time posted by Lex Lang. He posted on Facebook this image of him in a professional recording studio, and the post says, quote, "The future of this project is so bright, I have to wear my sunglasses during the recording," with the hashtags of a new game, great character, and grateful. Remember how I said Debbie posted the video on February 21st, 2020? Well, this photo was posted on February 24th, exactly 3 days later. So Lex Lang and Debbie are hanging out, talking about Crash Bandicoot with Crash Bandicoot hashtags, and Lex Lang is in the recording studio recording for a secret project, and they both make social media posts about hanging out between that small period of time. I know, it sounds kinda crashy to me. On top of that, less than a month before both social media posts, Vicarious Visions had posted that they are opening for public testing, saying, quote, "Calling all gamers and non-gamers. We're looking for people in Albany, New York area to playtest our current projects and provide feedback. Find more information and register at the following site," which of course leads to the registry to try and become a public tester at Vicarious Visions, meaning they have projects that are in a playable state that are in a fairly good representation of the final product. But how does this come together, and why should you care? Well, voice acting, unless it is an extremely character-driven game with motion capture, like God of War, The Last of Us, or Death Stranding, is normally done at the end of production. My thoughts is that these social media posts point towards Lex and Debbie both doing voice work for the new Crash game. That fact, and the fact of Vicarious Visions opening up for public testing, tells me that they are coming into the final months of the next Crash game's development. As we know, Activision announces their brand new games 5 to 7 months before they actually release. So with the development seemingly coming to a point that is showing they're at their end, we can assume that hopefully an announcement for Crash Bandicoot 2020 will be here soon.
A huge thank you to all those who support the channel through Patreon and being a sponsor on the channel. If you'd like to help it out, check out the links in the description below, where you can buy some CGE merch or become a Patreon. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming and nostalgic content. Thank you so much everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video.